What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA, and man, looky. Look at that right there. 2% for this stupid Netflix movie on Queen Cleopatra, the blackwashed, race-swapped Cleopatra, okay? And the people are making their voices heard, and I absolutely love it, because you guys know how I feel about these scores. I don't care if these people didn't see this thing at all, okay? They see a blackwashed Cleopatra, and they're saying, you know what? I'm not going for it. We're giving this one a thumbs down, okay? Whether you watched it or not, it don't even matter. But the cool thing about it is that the critics have also said this is trash, all right? Even though it's only 6 reviews, 17%, nobody's liking this thing, okay? This is hot garbage and everybody knows it, all right? I'm wondering what Jada Pinkett Smith is saying right now, okay? She probably getting on the phone with Will, telling them to go smack somebody else upside the head for disrespecting her. This is glorious right here. This is glorious. And you guys already know what I'm about to do, man, because I do it on every single run of these joints. We're going to check out these ratings. But before we do, we actually got to talk about the big idiot that you see on this picture right here, okay? This actress, Adele James. On CNN Entertainment, Queen Cleopatra actress Adele James talks blackwashing. Oh, okay, let's see what she has to say. Maybe she's finally starting to get it after all of the backlash that she took from this thing. Maybe some of that is kind of seeping in. Fat chance. Adele James is addressing a colorism controversy over a Netflix docuseries in which she stars as Cleopatra. Queen Cleopatra, which is executive produced and narrated by Jada Pinkett Smith, portrays the ruler of the Ptolemaic Kingdom of Egypt as a woman of color. Egyptian government officials have criticized casting James, who is biracial in the role. The actress addressed the backlash during a recent appearance on the Whine podcast. Blackwashing isn't a thing, is it? She said. I find it sad that people are either so self-loathing or so threatened by blackness that they feel the need to do that to separate Egypt from the rest of the continent. Blackwashing is absolutely a thing, okay? I mean, it's happening right now with this Little Mermaid movie that's about to come out. I mean, like, she can't be that dense, okay? Blackwashing is absolutely a thing, lady, okay? It's an insult to the black community. And then when you do it to a historical figure, okay, it's an insult to the entire country of Egypt and all Egyptians, okay? You're insulting them. It's cultural vandalism, what you're doing, okay? What you participated in, all right? So, yes, it is blackwashing. It is a thing. And it's insulting, and it needs to stop. And I'm going to call it out every single possible chance I get. Yeah, they say the debate is not new. Cleopatra has been played by a variety of women, including Elizabeth Taylor in a 1963 film. And it's always funny because there's controversy on that, and they want to go back, and they want to use that as the excuse for what they're doing today. Well, those guys did it. It was wrong then. Why are we doing this two wrongs makes a right crap? Okay, if it's wrong then, it's wrong now. Let's knock it off. Get as close to the original character or the historical figure when it comes to anything you're doing on film, okay? Whether it be television, movies, documentaries, whatever. Get as close as possible. There are millions upon millions of people on this earth that could have played that part. I'm quite sure. Okay, so there was no reason to do this unless there was some agenda afoot, which there was, and they actually speak to it right here. Queen Cleopatra is part of Pinkett Smith's African Queens franchise. In an article posted last month on Netflix's Tadum site, the series producers addressed the royal's ethnicity. Her ethnicity is not the focus of Queen Cleopatra, but we did intentionally decide to depict her of mixed ethnicity to reflect theories about Cleopatra's possible Egyptian ancestry and the multicultural nature of ancient Egypt, they said. Look. Here's the thing, okay? Cleopatra is Macedonian. Any serious scholar will 100% absolutely agree with that statement. In your effort to give us a documentary of actual history, of an actual historical figure, you should at least endeavor to get every piece of that history correct. Okay, this is not your time to play fast and loose. Oh, you know, we got to reflect some theories about Cleopatra's possible Egyptian ancestry. No, you get the history right, okay? You don't go playing around with your personal biases and your conspiracy theories when you're making something about actual history. Here's an idea. Next time you want to go and make a little movie in your little African Queens franchise, hit up actual scholars and historians that study this stuff. Stop talking to your granny. Stop talking to your homies, okay? Talk to people that actually study this stuff, and they can give you the facts. Oh, we know exactly what this person was. Here's all the history. Here's the whole mountain of evidence that proves that this woman is Macedonian. Go ahead and look through it and let me know if you have any questions. Okay, get 100 of them. Okay, get 100 Egyptian scholars and historians that study this stuff and take a survey. What race is Cleopatra? Like Family Feud, just go with the number one answer. I guarantee you it's going to be Macedonian, you idiots. Good God almighty. And then you got the actress saying, well, you know, blackwashing is fundamentally racist. Yeah, I agree. Blackwashing is racist. It's just not racist the way you think it's racist, okay? Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous. But there's an interview on this thing. This is on dailymail.com. We're going to go ahead and scroll down and listen to this.
No, I mean, it would be naive of me to say that I didn't expect anything at all, but I didn't expect the scale of it. And I think it's distressing for anybody to receive any level of abuse, let alone the scale and the nature of what I've received, which is fundamentally racist, all of it. But, you know, I think the thing is, people are talking about the wrong things.
Yeah.
Yes, we don't know where her mother was from or her paternal grandmother, but also the show is about so much more than the question mark over her race. If you watch it, it's a very small part of the conversation. Really, this is about the fullness of who this woman was, and she was a human being, and she shouldn't be reduced to her race any more than I should or anybody should.
Yeah.
Chick. Do you not understand that by changing the race of a historical figure, you have now brought the race of this individual into the conversation? Do you not understand that? Oh, well, you know, don't reduce her by her race. Okay, you first. Don't race swap a historical figure to suit your own feelings. I mean, listen, you guys know what this is all about, all right? The goal is diversity and inclusion, right? Representation, so little brown girls and black girls can see themselves and all of that crap, right? That has race written all over it, okay? That's not about nothing but race, okay? That's all it's about. So when they sit out here and say, well, you know, don't reduce her by her race, well, that's what you're doing. You're reducing this character down to the level of skin color so you can appeal to little black girls and little brown girls all over the world so they can see themselves and bullshit, blah, blah, bullshit. That's what you're doing. Okay, so like lose these arguments. These arguments are terrible, and these people haven't thought them through. All right, and that's the biggest issue with these guys. They don't think. Okay, they just act and do, and then they're gonna come back and cry about some review bombing. Just you wait. Just you wait. But yeah, since we're here, let's go ahead and check out what the audience had to say about this crap. A documentary is defined as consisting of official pieces of written, printed, or other matter. Did no one bother to view any historical materials? Cleopatra was an extremely intelligent woman, spoke multiple languages, including the Egyptian language. She was the first Greek Ptolemaic queen to do so. However, she was not a warrior. This was a soap opera at best. Leave history to the historians Netflix. So yeah, this thing had all kind of crap in it, which again, you could have already known. You could already tell that this is where it was going to be. I couldn't get through the first episode. Terrible writing and storytelling. Should not be advertised as a documentary series. It is nothing, I guess, but a D-grade drama series. I started to watch the first chapter, but I found it very boring. Couldn't even finish watching it. He also says it is a documentary and they are narrating false facts. If this had been intended as a fictional story, I would have surely tolerated it, but it isn't. Horrible, really. So look, they ain't even talking about the blackwashing. They're going straight to the facts. Hey, they just writing crap. They're just writing historical crap. This is just trash. This easily ranks up there with the worst television productions of the last 20 years. Why was this labeled a documentary is beyond me. Theories that go against long-established history are presented as facts. The show Ancient Aliens has more credibility than this trailer. I thought the Egyptians were overreacting when I heard they were going to condemn this work. This was just downright insulting to the intelligence and culture of those poor people. It's basically 4 hours of a bunch of hacks claiming Cleopatra to be some sort of messianic feminist figure. It's also such a Frankenstein's monster style of a product. It is neither entertaining nor enlightening. It feels both incredibly cheap and a massive waste of money. Wow. 4 hours of a bunch of hacks complaining Cleopatra to be some sort of messianic feminist figure. Yeah, so the feminism is coming into play. Look, we got a 5-star, everybody. Pay attention, or maybe 4.5, whatever. Loved this. It is not a documentary, but fiction based on facts. Cleopatra is portrayed as a powerful, intelligent woman, unlike the character played by Elizabeth Taylor. I think some people are upset with skin tone. The school textbooks had maps and texts of Egypt and the Middle East. Teachers argued about whether there were black pharaohs. I refer you to National Geographic Mag, February 2008. I rest my case. This is, my friends, is entertainment. Just relax and enjoy. Yeah. So again, he's even saying, okay, it's fiction. All right. Says docudrama, implying it is factual. It is not. It is also bad in every sense. The acting, the writing, watching paint dry would have been a lot more interesting. Depicting Cleopatra as a sub-Saharan African in a documentary is historically inaccurate and can be seen as an insult to both Greek and Egyptian history. Cleopatra, as a member of the Ptolemaic dynasty, was of Greek descent and ruled over Egypt. Presenting her as a black African disregards established historical records and cultural context. It is exactly what the producer and director said it was, a political act, not a documentary. People often don't like false labels, which is probably the reason the ratings and reviews suddenly disappeared from Rotten Tomatoes and IMDb after a hefty backlash. Well, they're back now. Okay, they're back now. We can see them in full flight. Yeah, I wonder what the IMDb rating looks like. Well done, guys. Well done. I love it. Okay, 19,000. Wow, 19,000 ratings. Okay, 92% of these joints is a 1-star. Okay. And look, they can't claim anything about review bombing when it comes to this stuff. Because look, we saw those reactions. We read those little reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. People were giving breakdowns, okay? They're going into detail. There wasn't anything short. I mean, there was a few of them that were short, but we didn't really read those, okay? We read long, drawn out, well explained. This is why it's trash. This is why it sucks, okay? They gave us details. So don't try to say this was review bombing, okay? This is the one time we're not. This is just what the people have said, all right? The people have absolutely spoken about blackwashing characters and just getting history wrong in general, okay? If you're going to make something, make it right. Do it right, okay? Otherwise, don't do it at all. Anyway, folks, what do y'all think about Cleopatra getting absolutely destroyed on Rotten Tomatoes, on IMDb, okay? It's absolutely glorious. And all of the whining from the actress, oh, it's racism, but the blackwashing isn't real, and all that crap, okay? She can go ahead and get lost with that, all right? Again, the people have spoken. Chick, you need to go and do some research. But you guys let me know what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching. See you next time.